Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the MCJ Facebook live stream. You're here with me, Morgan, and I think that you all know Monica. We have some super exciting news, ladies and gentlemen, and something that is absolutely monumental to the independent campaign for the Senate that I'm embarking on. So we're going to give it just a couple of seconds, wait for some people to start joining. I am absolutely over the moon right now and just super excited, as you can probably see in my face, just really excited and pumped to talk to you about what's happening. And that is that, of course, well, as you may gather from the title, the MCJ Independent campaign is now being very much boosted in a very, very majorly significant way. All right, so I've got here with me
Monica.
Yeah,
yes.
that's right. So I got Monica with me, ladies and gentlemen, and as you may have noticed by the title, that's right. Monica has done something incredible in a massive list of incredible things that she's done throughout this terrible time that we're living in. She has opted to support my independent campaign for the Senate in perhaps the most meaningful, effective and strong way that she possibly could. That's right. There's actually no other way that she could have supported this campaign more so than what she's opted to do. I'm very humbled, and I know a lot of people will be really excited. So Monica has actually opted to jump on board with the MCJ campaign as my running mate. That's right, for the number 2 Senate position. Now, so what exactly is this? Well, you saw in the media a couple of days ago George Christensen getting on board with Pauline's Senate bid down the chain on the Senate list as a means of providing a strong support base and to give a massive boost. He did so because he said that he supports Pauline and her chances of getting into the Senate, getting re-elected. And Monica has effectively done the same thing for me. So this is just incredible. There could not be a better person to have by my side, as she has been since the beginning, and we've had each other's backs. We're like two peas in a pod over here going through all this craziness. And it also means that I get above the line. All right. So initially I said, no, I'm willing to go below. I'll do it this way. But ladies and gentlemen, we are absolutely in for a dogfight. And Monica is going to absolutely bring the firepower. That's what she does. She brings the firepower to this campaign to give my bid for the Senate so I can represent you the absolute best chance possible. This is bloody awesome. Monica, please, I know that you're excited.
Yeah, I've been itching to talk. That's which I always am, actually.
No, not at all.
But look, before I go into anything, I just want to say that this does not change RDA's non-partisan position, nor does it affect the Make Your Vote Count volunteer campaign whatsoever. RDA is still non-partisan, but me as Monica Smith, I realised that I had to do whatever I could to ensure Morgan has the best chance of getting into Parliament, because I, as Monica Smith, believe that Morgan needs to be in the federal Parliament. Now, I was always going to support him as his fiance, obviously, but for him to be above the line means that you can vote for him 1 to 6 above the line, and you doesn't have to get too complicated with being under the line and voting 1 to 12. It's just so much easier. And he could have had a different running mate, obviously, but you know, I'm here with him all the time. I believe in him 100%. And so I thought, you know what? I can help by putting my name underneath his. And my role is absolutely a supportive role. So it's really to get Morgan into the Senate. That's why I'm doing it. And I'm just doing it because, like most of the other things that I've done over the last 2 years, it's because I want what's best for Australia. And I know that Morgan is one of those things that is best for Australia. I also want to point out that I had been approached by more than one party to run for them. And I rejected those offers because I didn't want to be a part of a political party system. But Morgan is an independent. So we're just two people trying to do our best. That's all we are. There's no undue influences. There's no big money. There's no big branding. It's just me and Morgan. And this is what we've been doing for 2 years. It's actually just a natural progression of that. And most people that support RDA or support me would have seen Morgan at the protests, would have seen Morgan standing up for freedom no matter what it took, would have seen him crushed when I went to prison for 22 days. We have really both put ourselves on the line any way that we can. And this is just another version of that. You know, we might get slammed in the media, we might get a lot of struggle, but at the end of the day, we have you guys on our side, and that's all that matters. And I will just say, for the volunteers out there, all the groups are around Australia, not just Victoria, obviously, and they're autonomous. They have the ability to decide which candidates or which parties they want to follow. The actual campaign is non-partisan. It's all about educating people on how to make their vote count. What I'm doing here doesn't change any of that, and my staff and my volunteers are going to continue the work. So am I. I'm not going to take any dedication away from RDA. It's going to be, you know, I'm just going to work harder, because we've got 5 weeks. And we need to get 630,000 votes to get Morgan into Parliament. And I think with you guys telling all your friends about it, I think we can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, this is just massive. So let me tell you that this isn't about Monica pursuing some sort of political career. Now, the odds are heavily, heavily stacked against me, especially running as an independent for the Senate. Now, realistically, the chances of Monica getting elected are essentially next to zero. But I can tell you, if by some chance it was to happen, it would be unprecedented in Australian history.
Actually,
it almost couldn't happen. But you know what? It's technically possible.
No, but Morgan getting elected on his own at 15% would be making Australian history on its own. So if we were to get almost 30% of the entire Victorian votes, I mean, that would be just the system would go into meltdown. Yeah. Scott Morrison would crawl into a corner. You'd probably never see him again, and Parliament would absolutely never be the same. Yeah.
So I'm just personally, I couldn't be happier. There is absolutely no one better, no one else that I would want in this capacity by my side, supporting me, as Monica has over the past 2 years. Of course, we've been there through a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, we met during the second lockdown. Who here remembers lockdown number 2? Actually, no, it was in the window between the first and second lockdown when you could actually go and feel like somewhat of a human being again. So that's it. We are dedicated, ladies and gentlemen. Monica's How to Make Your Vote Count campaign is still rolling ahead. Monica is still dedicated to RDA and getting the good work out there. There's lots of great RDA groups who are supporting various candidates of various parties, as long as they are standing for freedom. And this is just another way that Monica has decided that she wants to contribute to something good for this country by pledging her support as the Senate number 2 position on this particular ticket, an independent campaign. And we've got, guess what? We've got an Easter event coming up, which is super excited. Okay. Nominations close next week. So we're seeking to accumulate signatures, and we are running an Easter event. There's probably some of you out there maybe have been excommunicated from your families during this time, because they may require a certain thing for you to show up come Easter time. But guess what? We're doing a great event, 3 p.m. Saturday. The details are in the description. 3 p.m. Port Melbourne, Julia Reserve. We're going to have a sausage sizzle. We're going to have Easter eggs. We're going to do some talks. It's going to be great. Monica?
Yeah. Oh, and also, I think you accidentally put the 14th in the description. It's the 16th. I just saw a comment. So just in the description of the video, you might have
that would be right.
So
yeah,
it's Saturday,
right.
16th
Saturday
at 3 o'clock. So if you have been ousted from your family, you know you've got a family here with us and with all the other people that are going to come. And we would love you to be the first. We need 300 altogether to be safe. And we'd love you to be a part of, hopefully, making history and getting Morgan elected with 15% of the votes. And I think we can do it.
All right.
We can do it.
Yeah, great. I mean, we can absolutely do it. We can only do it with the people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember, we had hundreds of thousands of people in the streets marching against lockdowns, marching against coercion and government overreach. Guess what? The government's not going anywhere. They're going to keep their foot on the pedal. They're going to keep trying to trample all over your freedom. Now, this is what I've wanted for a long time. I've been on this journey for years and years before COVID started, calling out the government, looking into their corruption. This is all I want to do in my life. The Senate is so appealing to me. The House of Review estimate hearing, it's a place where government spending can be reviewed with a fine-tooth comb. This is exactly where I want to be in a position to shut down legislation ideally, and to essentially give back to Australia. And that's what I'm in it for. I'm a patriotic Australian. I just want to give back to this country, but we can only do it as a team.
Yeah. And I want to finish on that. Morgan and I went to Flinders Street today to speak to random people, and I've got to tell you, the sentiment out there is that they are absolutely ready for change. And the thing that I realized is that we've all been conditioned to think that, well, the majors are going to win anyway, so we may as well not try. But you know what? That's actually been working against us for decades. And yes, the likelihood of Morgan getting elected, it's historic, basically. But why can't it happen? Why can't it happen now? There's no reason. If you don't try, then you're never going to get anywhere, right? So at least get us close, get him close to that, get him over that, and then we can all say that we all made history together. I mean, amazing. Imagine the party. I mean, it'd just be incredible. And if he gets in, we will have a big party. I've just said it. There'll
be a massive party. So, ladies and gentlemen, get excited. We all must go in firing on all cylinders. MorganCJonas.com. Go and chuck your email address in. Stay up to date. Lots of policy positions out there. We're just going full steam ahead. And that's it. This is our year. We have a chance to absolutely disrupt the very damaging Australian Parliament. And we're going for it. So let people underestimate us. That does not matter. We are a grassroots movement, okay? There's no big shady figure in the background trying to push us one way, pushing another way. We are answerable only to you. And MorganCJonas.com.
Yeah. We'll see you guys on the road if you're in Victoria. We started touring last week, and we're going to be doing more, just really casual, in-person stuff, and we can't wait to meet you all. And thank you for your support and help along the way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, share this video, get excited, and we will see you on Saturday. I'm going to amend the description because I got the date wrong, for a sausage sizzle and Easter celebration. Let's make this happen.
Yes.
All right.
See ya.
All right. Catch you later.